delay or I don't know. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's synced actually. I don't know because Moomoo is in Canada right now or something like that, but hey.
Alright, so here we go. Low percent. Plains.
Wait,
pretty plain.
Yeah, it is a fairly plain stage actually. No pun intended. Because yeah, you don't have much stuff to do besides bubble wrap. You just need to get good movement and some shovel canceling and there. But yeah, the stage is not that hard actually.
We got a little bit of a tricky thing coming up with the Leap of Faith.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm mentioning it because I actually died to it in the first race that I did because I'm a dumb.
It's actually yeah, it's fairly common to die to it. Moomoo might die to it. No, okay, because he has a different lag input from one piece to another because he just moved in another place. So yeah.
Yes, both runners are actually dealing with real life RNG right now. So
yeah, some has out in real life. Yeah. Moomoo has delay input and David has baby RNG, so yeah, there's that. Yeah, but then that's plain. It's a super simple stage. You just have to, you know, to have some shovel cancel here, which consists of attacking and then jumping right away.
Yeah, there's some good shovel canceling by both runners.
Easy, easy. Yeah, Plains is all about that, you know, optimizations. You'll see the best runners going for like every single little optimization they can get because Plane is like that. You have to just, you know, go for optimizations because it's the only way you're gonna gain time.
And here we go with the bubble wrap.
Yeah. Both getting a free round bubble, so not the fastest, but still pretty good. Still faster than going around, that's for sure. And there you go.
Nice. Both got it? Both runners got it?
Yeah,
so
both got it, yeah.
There's kind of a way to get a two-movement pattern from that sneezy dragon there, but it's a little hard to pull off.
Yeah, there's a setup that is supposed to be guaranteed, but I just can't get it consistently, so I don't know. But, yeah. Now we have Black Knight. Oh, well, when we're dropping a bit, but getting it back. Very nice. Which means David is gonna take some time back. What was that big jump from MooMoo at the end? Some swag that made him lose some time, actually.
No, but stun lock with Black Knight. You know, aim for the head. Got a little bit of the jump canceling there with it, and you just keep smacking Black Knight, and he goes down.
Yeah, I think MooMoo is trying to figure out what is his split button because he's looking around in the live stream and you can see a white window appearing time to time. Who told you there is Azaz in this run? Ah, there you go. He finally found the split button. I need to skip one. I don't know. So Primal Kid.
So, you get to see a little gentle hop here. And move. Oh wow, they both missed it.
Well, I mean, baby RNG and lag input RNG. There you have it.
So there's a way where you can swing your shovel in the middle of a jump and doing a screen transition that gives you a little bit of an extra boost so you can clear that jump there, but neither runner got it, so
the only place was actually useful. But people could argue that it's useful against Spectre Knight, but it's not really the case actually. So
I think it saves like 2 frames.
Yeah, maybe 2 frames, maybe. Not even sure. Oh, we were breaking checkpoints. David
breaking checkpoints. This is a fairly easy stage. Arguably, I think this stage is easier than Plains.
I would say for an experienced runner, yeah. But for someone that just jumping into Shovel Knight, I think Primal Key might be a bit harder.
That's true.
Especially with those griffins that you have to deal with.
Yeah, I mean the library room or the book room that could be
there's that room difficult. That could be pretty tricky. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah the griffin that you have to deal with, but we don't deal with them. We just go through them anyway. Yep. So we don't care.
And
oh, the Dad's all strat didn't get. Nobody didn't get it, but David did actually get it. Yeah,
it's that dad power.
Yeah, the dad gets Dad's all strat makes sense. Seems legit to me, right?
And is David going for QuickBooks? He might.
I think both are gonna go for it. Oh no, wait. Oh. Yeah. Okay. No, David actually pulled out of it. But yeah, Moo actually went for it. Got it.
Yeah, Moo got it.
So
you can save a little bit of time doing a riskier strat in the book room. I don't think it saves really any time whatsoever, though.
Yeah, it does save time. But I think it's like a second.
Yeah.
At most. Not sure about it, but David actually dropping a bit of the kill there, so Moo will be able to pull back ahead by a bit. Yeah, we have two things actually going on aesthetic-wise. So we have Moo using a cheat code for color swapping. Those codes are actually accepted in runs and races. We accept them because they do nothing to the run. And davidtki is actually using the swap mode, which consists of having Shovel Knight, Shield Knight, the Enchantress, and all the bosses having a different gender. Besides I think only the optional bosses don't have a swap, gender swap.
Oh, and both Moo and David getting a little smooch from the frog there. He's kind of annoying to deal with.
Mm-hmm. So this is the first big part of RNG you get in Shovel Knight are those frogs. You could say that the proper rats are kind of annoying, can be kind of annoying time to time, but usually it's fine. But those frogs can be they can be something. Oh, hey, Musha! Didn't you say that they didn't never jump out of our way there? Well, too bad. They do.
That is hilarious because they both got hit by the second frog too.
Yeah, but the MooMoo's one actually jump in the other direction than MooMoo was, which is technically apparently not supposed to happen, but it still happened. So
yeah,
it's funny that it happens like we talked about it. Like yesterday, I think. And now it just happens to MooMoo, so now we have kind of a proof, right?
I actually think both these runners are synced up right now.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. Because they're getting bad RNG at the same time pretty much all the time, so it evens out. Oh, well, davidtki doesn't want to deal with that frog at all. I mean, we will. He did lose a bit of time because he had to deal back with it when going back, which is not great. You kind of want to kill that frog before you go to the skull.
And David taking the health there. It's quite a quick health to get. Doesn't take a lot of time. Quick.
I think you lose half a second if you get it, so you don't really care much about it. It's better to take that one than the one before Spectre anyway.
So, we have a room coming up that's a little dicey.
Yeah. One of the hardest room of the game, actually, to be honest. When you think about it.
So it's a dark room, so it's could be a little tricky just because the lights aren't on.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid because we actually attacked really late the last skeleton that you don't see. So yeah.
But both runners get through it, and now we have the Spectre Knight fight, which
the flip coin, like we like to call it. So we'll see. Or the coin flip rather. So that part of the fight is fixed, so you know that if you put him on the right side, he's gonna fall on the left side of the room. But now it's not fixed, so yeah, MooMoo getting bad RNG, and David as well
getting bad RNG. So now it becomes kind of a little bit of a skill part to the Spectre Knight fight,
because you can make Spectre Knight bounce back and forth onto the wall by jumping and attacking twice. The problem is that it's insanely difficult to actually pull off, so yeah. You need to be careful about that. It's actually probably the most important strat to learn is when you get bad RNG, because the rest is fairly easy to do. Now we are entering Dream 1, and what do you want to do in Dreams, Westspeed?
Well, in Dream 1, you want to just try to die as quickly as possible, and you want to do it in a location so that you can die and catch Shield Knight at the same time to save the most optimal amount of time.
Yeah, I think it's a second you save. It used to be more, but like the slow animation of Knight falling was slower before. So before it was like saving 2 seconds, but for some reason I don't know why. Probably before spinners or stuff. I don't know. They actually made the fall of Knight a bit faster. So yeah, it's less important than before to do that, but it still is to an extent.
So, and we're moving on to Explodatorium. Now this is where the run gets a little bit. Well, it goes up in difficulty.
Yeah, because it's my house and I decided to make it super difficult. No way. That's wrong.
So, what tricks and traps do we have in your house, Explode?
Oh, too many things. 2 blocks to destroy at the same time by making the smallest jump ever. You have those rats that explodes everywhere. You have fire pillars. You have stuff, spikes, bots.
You have pot cycles. Why'd you put global cycles in your house, Explode?
Because they have fun. No, wait. That's wrong. But yeah, you have to. You have global cycles that are actually fine in the run. Actually, you can see those spot cycles there, and Moomoo not managing. Oh, still get the pogo, but yeah, it's gonna be late. So you will have to deal with the 80% cycle. That is not really the 80% cycle because it's the cycle that's like the third cycle, I think. The first fastest cycle for low percent. Well, it's the second fastest for low percent, technically. And davidtki actually managed to get a better cycle, I feel like. He didn't pay attention much.
I think David got a better cycle, but Moomoo was able to jump up top and kind of bypass all the spikes and pots, so I think it pretty equaled out time there.
Yeah, low percent cycle is not easy to catch, because if you do one single mistake, you will be out of the cycle, and you will have to do the next one.
And now we have the Alchemeister. This sub-boss has the most health out of anyone in the game.
Yeah, 23, right?
And Moomoo made quick work of him, and David also made quick work of him.
The only bit of RNG is that you get lucky or not to be able to throw back the first potion. Because if you want to throw back a potion to Alchemeister, you need to see it blinking. And if it does not, it will not go back to Alchemeister, so you have to be careful about that.
And both runners getting the ladder skip too, as well.
Very nice.
So you can grab that ladder there on the
off screen,
on the lower screen. So for some reason that ladder exists. I think all the level design exists in the game and you are grabbable, but it's just one of the instances where you can do that.
Yeah, with Plague Knight you can do that at other places because it jumps way higher than Shovel Knight and you have the burst mechanic. But yeah, Shovel Knight, that's the only place where you can actually do it properly. Custom Knight can do that too. Actually, now I think about it. Don't talk much about Custom Knight, actually.
Moomoo forgoing health. David had a little bit extra health, but he's going to get health as well. And we got...
2.5 is fine for Plague, technically, so that should be fine.
And,
but yeah, Plague Knight is super RNG for low percent. It's insane how RNG it is for the low percent category. Got a good fight. Really good fight, actually. David getting a decent fight, too?
He's jumping around a little bit. I believe Applesauce was quoted as, if Plague Knight jumps 3 times, you lose 3 hours. And then Borix said, well, until he jumps 3 more times after that, then you lose 6 hours. So
it's really insane. Because you can get like the best stage ever and still lose 15 seconds because of Plague Knight alone.
Yeah.
Which is a lot for a fight. It's like the only fight in low percent that does that. Even speaking of fights that can make you lose time, in Iron Wheel you have the Treasure Knight fight that can have some RNG to it, but it's not as bad as Plague Knight. I can tell you that. Speaking of Iron Wheel,
that's where both runners are currently at, the Iron Whale.
Yeah.
So, dealing with water mechanics in the game, which is very similar to the Mega Man water mechanics of jumping higher and coming down from a jump slower.
Yeah. I feel like it's a fairly kind water stage for like 2D games compared to others.
There's there's one trick coming up on Moomoo's screen with the pink tentacle creatures.
Oh yeah. See how they're gonna deal with that. Oh, Moomoo getting the fast one, nice.
Yes, MooMoo getting the optimal strat, not getting hit by the first pink tentacle monster, and also pogoing the second one, doing a damage boost on the third one. And then he's
gonna go for 2 damage boost instead of 1.
Yeah.
There you go. Which is still pretty fast, actually, but it's a slightly bit slower than what MooMoo did, and you have to take an extra damage, which is not ideal for Iron Whale.
So that's also kind of a risky strat to do on its own, because you are technically walking on spikes for a brief period, and you don't have a lot of iframes to really use on that before you're basically killed.
Ooh, movement of 420 fish for MooMoo is not great. Tiflon, he's not gonna get the 1 cycle, it's unfortunate. And he did actually manage to do as much damage as he could. It's just that Tiflon didn't cooperate with him. Let's see if actually David gets a bit of Tiflon. Ooh, that pogo.
Good pogo. That's one hit, though.
I think the pogo was actually not that good of an idea, because I think he could have dodged it and still get a 1 cycle, but well, that's fine, I think.
And Blue Duck Knight and MooMoo screen. This guy.
The hardest knight to deal with, most likely. There's a red knight in Clockwork Tower, but that one is something. So,
MooMoo not having any trouble with Blue Duck Knight. Let's see how David goes through. Also, this is a scary room that MooMoo is in with the anchor room. He gets through it very, very easily. Oh, David.
Yeah, David afraid me for a second, None of them went for the first anchor skip, though, which is one of the hardest skip in the game by far. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's pixel perfect, but yeah, there's
Oh no!
Oh! Wow, very fun.
They both died.
Well, MooMoo did die at a way worse place than David. So David, it's not really David's fault, to be honest, because sometimes you have some kind of I don't know if it's really a glitch or not. You get stuck on the anchors for some reason, and yeah, it's kind of weird. It happens when you jump too low on them, and then you just get stuck on them, you just can't jump. And yeah, MooMoo just didn't pay attention enough, I feel like, to what he was doing, and yeah, just things happens.
I feel like both runners right now are feeling pretty down, but I don't know if they realize that they both died.
davidtki taking the checkpoint now, because it won't happen, it happen again. He's not even gonna go for ankle skip yet. Because, as I said, that thing that happened to him is technically not his fault. We don't know if it's really a glitch or anything, but sometimes it happens, so we don't really know if we are just doing it badly or if it's a glitch or anything. Yeah, Oh, MooMoo is really playing it super safe too.
Yeah, both runners are playing it safe.
Still going for it.
Actually, no, he's gonna go for it again. He gets hit by the green slime.
Well, MooMoo didn't die to ankle skip, so he didn't have the same fear as David had because of the weird thing that happened to him. Let's hope that MooMoo doesn't die again to the spikes.
Oh, jeez.
No, it should be fine. There you go. In the meantime, davidtki fighting Treasure Knight, giving him not the best pattern actually to begin with, which is not cool. Oh, he didn't pull off again, so that's fine. He should be able to kill him without going to the top of the screen. There you go. And now MooMooAkai fighting Treasure Knight. Did do a big jump at the beginning to avoid the first encore, but he's getting dashes a lot. He's getting the same pattern actually than davidtki, so it's a pretty much similar fight, but MooMoo did finish it a bit slower, I feel like. David was a bit faster on the fight. But yeah, the delay for MooMoo is just killing him. It just became insane. I can understand, because when you have you're used to do everything frame perfect, and then you just delay everything by 2 frames. Like, what is this game? When I'm playing here,
screws everything up.
Yeah, and it's not like he's having a worse delay input. He's actually getting a better delay input. That's the problem there, because he's used to delay input that's a bit bigger than what he's playing on right now. So yeah, it's kind of weird.
All right, Lost City.
I don't like this stage. No, I'm kidding. I actually like this stage a lot.
So this
probably
is
the most technical stage of the game for low percent, or one of the most technical at least.
Yes, I would agree with that too. So davidtki warping or manipulating that birder so he can do the Beetle 1 skip. MooMoo also going for it, and MooMoo gets it as well.
Very nice. I think it's the biggest skip you want to learn first. Like no skip is just that big of a deal. Well, I say that, but I tend to tell people, oh, if you're not sub 50, don't learn it.
Well, it's like it only saves like 15, 17 seconds somewhere around
something
that
like
range.
that. Yeah, between 15 to 20 seconds. Yeah.
So, but if you miss it, you lose like a minute and a half.
Yeah, and in any percent, if you die there, you have to restart the stage with by going back to the map and re-entering the stage because you lose all your money, you can't get it back. So
right.
In any percent, it's even worse. In low percent, you can't just restart the stage right away. But yeah.
So the only thing about low percent is that this trick happens later in the run as opposed to any percent where it happens earlier in the run.
Yeah, because you're on dust knuckles in any percent. But yeah, in low percent, it happens super late actually. Which is fine because technically you're happy to see Plague Knight as early as you want because he's super RNG. So if you want to reset, you can. You know, you're not 20 minutes into the run. You're only like 11 to 12 minutes into the run technically. So yeah.
So by the way, hitting these little slime ball things can be they're a little tricky.
Oh, Moomoo went for the super early, the super fast one.
And David's screen, I think he was facing whatever that Guardian Knight Flame Shoot man, whatever that guy is called. And I was a little worried that he was going to get knocked back in the other direction, but he saved it a little bit, or at least it looked like
Moomoo goes for Guild 2 because I know davidtki doesn't go for it or has a different setup. There you go.
Oh wow, David.
It's a bit slower, but it works. And will Moomoo go for it? Yeah, he does. Ooh.
Yes. Almost got hit by the flames there, but was able to deflect them pretty easily.
Actually, if you delay your movement a bit when you are above the border, you can actually attack them without getting hit.
Oh, okay.
I realized that fairly recently. I realized that when I was practicing it. So actually, it's fairly safe. If you know what you're doing, it's fairly safe.
Wow, davidtki getting a great kill on Mole Knight.
So this getting a good kill too.
This is I would say one of the easiest bosses in the run.
Oh yeah, definitely. So. Well, it's kind of tricky to get double hits when he's diving, but after that, it's a very simple fight, yeah.
Yeah, the fight is scripted. The only thing that's RNG is the location of his shooting across the...
Yeah, how high he is compared to the floor, yeah. It depends. He's slightly going up, then slightly going down, but there's a bit of RNG there.
So, but he moves slow enough that you can time it out pretty easily.
Yeah, you can totally time that out, yeah. Oh, so, maybe they're probably gonna go for
Will he go for the dream skip? I think
will.
He might.
Oh, nice!
Oh, he got it! Dream skip!
Very nice. He got the optimal one, which is not easy to do.
Yes. So he ends up catching
Moomoo bust up above it.
So the cool thing about the Dream Skip is that you catch Shield Knight quicker, and because I don't think the game registers Shovel Knight hitting the ground, you can just walk in the middle of the screen turning white, so you can get a faster. You can leave the stage or part, whatever that is, faster. Yeah. So
I like to call that the Sleeper Knight because you are literally moving while Shovel Knight is sleeping. Is that
by the way,
stage of the game?
You saw David hitting those wolves and kind of getting a little bit of a speed boost on the icy slopes there. Kind of a crazy frame saver strat there.
Yeah. Most people don't do it because if you don't do it properly, you lose way more time than you should gain. So because you slow down crazy if you don't do it properly.
So this is a kind of a difficult room too that Moomoo is in because of the timing of the moving ice platforms.
Yeah, but this stage is a non-stop trick party, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to do a trick every single room. You have to go fast enough. For example, with the snow mage there, you have to be fast enough to not get hit by the snowflakes.
You got these ice bird throw-up statue platforms too.
You need to manage properly because they can be tricky to manage too. Well, always something happening, like there dropping down the ladder. Maybe we'll see or maybe we'll not see it. Oh well, David wanted to go for it and realized, oh wait, nope.
And then you got damage boost too that you gotta do.
Yeah, this stage is just crazy. It's the hardest stage of low percent. I feel in my personal opinion, it's the hardest stage of low percent. You have Tower 1 too that can be super hard, but yeah.
I gotta agree with that. So I think some people would say Propeller stage is harder, but I feel like there's more things that kill you in this stage.
Well, yeah, I feel like that Stone Chip is trickier to go through because you have so many tricks to do. Mm-hmm. But then Flying Machine has that awful enemy that we'll see later.
Mm-hmm. So David doing a really, really good job so far of navigating through the level.
Moomoo having a harder time though.
Moomoo having some difficulty.
He takes more damage as well. Ooh, way more damage now. Good. You might want to take the death.
I think that's probably what Moomoo's going to do here. Nope,
no, he's going with it. It's super risky because there's a big chance he's going to die to the spike room where davidtki is right now.
But he's feeling confident.
He's feeling it, yeah. I hope so. Well, Moomoo, one thing Moomoo is confident. That's for sure.
And David navigating the spike room pretty well.
I'm gonna take the health because yeah, Polar Knight. Polar Knight is not supposed to be a hard fight, but if you could execute it not properly, you're gonna take damage. So yeah, taking the health is a good call there. Well, there you go. Speaking of taking a hit, taking another one.
Mm.
And he's gonna finish it pretty fast.
Oh, Moomoo!
Moomoo managed very well. When did he gain health back actually? Oh, he didn't damage boost in the ladder room, actually. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if actually dying would have been faster. Not sure about that, but... He's getting a slightly faster fight with Polo, which is a good thing. Knowing that he had to lose time because of his health issues, but yeah, not very nice.
Alright. Well, Clockwork Tower. I think we forgot about Clockwork Tower. It can be also a pretty tricky stage as well.
Yeah, it's not especially hard, but you have to do so many damage boosts that you need to be careful about your health.
And then we have the RNG known as Sign Daggers, which we will see pretty soon.
Yeah, they killed a run of mine recently, so...
So, there you go. David's taking a damage boost. Kind of a tricky one, because if you don't time it right, then you can take damage from the second giant cog, which...
Ooh, that's not a good damage boost he took there. It will take the health, most likely.
Yeah, having 3 health at this point is optimal.
Yeah, well, you don't really have a choice.
Losing any other health is very, very scary.
Nice. Yeah, he's gonna take the health, yeah. It just common sense that to go with 2 health, there's no... It's really just a bad idea.
Yeah, Moomoo taking a little bit slower, but not too much slower cycle. And here we go with the Sign Daggers. Take a damage boost there, David's screen, and just try to navigate that. The first one was pretty bad,
actually. It was too low for him to use it properly for a damage boost. And
now... This room David's in.
Oh, he got the worst. He got the worst one. Literally, that dagger, you can't do anything about it. That's the dagger that killed my run like 2 days ago. You just can't do anything about it, because if you don't attack it and try to poke it, you're gonna get hit. And if you attack it, you're gonna get pushed back. You will need to go back a bit and then...
Moomoo! Oh, jeez, he got saved by the platform.
Yeah. Yeah, to continue my explanation, you just can't do anything about that Sign Daggers. It's just that bad. Because if you try to attack it, you need to go back a bit, and you will not get onto the platform in time.
Right.
You just can't do anything about that Sign Daggers. That exact one that killed David. You can't do anything about it.
So Moomoo takes the lead.
Yeah, not a big lead, but still.
As we go into the first quote-unquote auto-scroller room. It's not really an auto-scroller.
Yeah, you could technically skip it. I did create a strat that called TAS, but you need like full health to do it, so yeah, it's not practical for low percent.
In my recent PB, I actually did skip the auto-scroller, so...
Yeah, but there's another skip that you can do with taking a damage boost on those gold knights, and then using the ferry to go further. But there's another strat where you take the first ferry at the beginning all the way to the end. But that one is really stupid. Nobody's doing it, not even myself. So, and I am a stupid guy, and I get stupid stuff. So you never know.
Yeah, so it looks like these runners are going to get synced back up here.
Yeah, because Moomoo is taking damage boost, but the wrong way twice in a row, and he's super low. He might want to heal before Tinker Knight.
Oh yeah.
We did say, oh, RNG for Plague, Treasure. We didn't talk about Tinker Knight. Well, Tinker Knight is not that RNG heavy, but it is to an extent. Because you can't kill him in one hit, not like in 80%.
Yeah, you can't use the gear to take down Tinker.
Nope.
No one-hit kill there.
That's why low percent is best category, because you hear the boss fight theme of Tinker 1.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about it.
Yeah, that's fairly true, actually.
I think these runners are going to be synced up because Moomoo's going to grab the health.
He can't. No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he lowered the platform too low. He just couldn't get it.
Oh no.
2 health is not great for Tinker.
Yeah, he's going to have to play it safe.
Yeah.
So Tinker runs around, throws a wrench at you. His jumps are they RNG? They're pretty much RNG, correct?
They are RNG to an extent. So I did work a lot on it recently, and I figured out something about it. Is that, well, I've known for a long time that it jumps around a specific time in the music. It's like, it's not really a specific time. It's like, you know, like some frames before that point, some frames after that point. But it's fairly consistent with his jump patterns. What I didn't know is that he always jumps towards you now. I didn't know about that. I think nobody knew about that, actually.
Interesting.
So
that makes sense, though.
If you know pretty much when he's gonna jump, you should wait for him to jump. He's gonna jump towards you, and you can continue to damage him. I didn't know about that until recently, so I was like, wait, he's actually jumping towards you? I didn't know that. I thought it was RNG. They're synced now, pretty much. So yeah, we didn't talk about much about the second fight because it's very trivial, let's say it.
Yeah, you just jump on the missiles or jump onto the side so you can jump on his lance and then just pogo him to death. That's basically the fight.
Yeah, the hard part is when you jump from the missiles to his head, because you have to dodge really tight missiles that goes towards you, but besides that, it's not that hard, actually. The hard fight is actually Tinker 1.
Yeah.
And very funny that in 80% is completely the opposite. But anyway.
The Propeller Knight stage.
The dying machine. Ah, wait.
Oh, yeah. Crying machine?
Sorry. Yeah, the crying. Yeah, there's that too.
Whining machine?
Yeah, especially when it's meat streaming, yeah. But no, yeah, this stage is not especially a run killer, but it can be. Because you could just say, oh, I'm just gonna not go for the fastest, you know, strats, and that was a weird death for Moomoo, wow. If anything can kill you, is that Jawa, but not the way he died.
Oh,
he just jumped between the two, you know, cannonball cannons. Man. He just jumped between the two of them. He didn't jump far enough. So now that's a pretty healthy lead for David, actually, now.
Yeah.
Oh, not pushing back the bomb, which is gonna take damage, probably gonna heal. Yeah, taking the apple. Moomoo is probably gonna go for the teeny dropper skip.
Yes, basically the ladder skip, platform skip. He said nobody's doing it, so somebody's gonna have to.
Yeah, he's not gonna do it because he didn't get the start correctly. So, yeah. The big issue I have with that strat is that if you fail it just a tiny bit, you lose so much time to just compared to just killing it super fast. You do gain a lot of time by doing it properly, but you lose so much if you miss it. So,
David's in triple Java room.
Yeah, actually working his favor. He gained some time, but there was kind of a scary stuff there. Moomoo going for. I think I found a new way to do that room, and I think he was going for that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, no. Just go for my damage boost strat. It's easy to do. He doesn't want to. Jesus Christ. No, he's just gonna, I think he's done with it. He just wants to continue.
Yeah, so Moomoo with going for the new strats for the Dingy Dropper and in that room, losing quite a bit of time on David.
Yeah, it actually costs a lot of time for him. Oof. Oh, well, nice boost too, actually. Both of them.
So MooMoo's got to be careful though. He's only got 1 full health right now.
Yeah, and Jawas do a full heart of damage, so he needs to be super careful about that.
And
he can take damage from the rats still. That's fine, but not the Jawas.
David playing it safe, grabbing the checkpoint there.
Yeah, technically it's not that safe because he can still make it the cycle. There you go. But it's safer, but it's not slower by any means. And he's going for the cycle skip. There you go. Very nice. It seems super risky, but the way the wind works in Shovel Knight is that between you know, the horizontal and the vertical cycle, you don't go up or down. You just stay where you are, and so it looks super risky because you're under the spikes, but it's not actually that risky. And davidtki missing proper knight kill, which is probably one of the hardest kill of the game.
Yeah, definitely one of the most technical kills.
Yeah. It's so nice when you get it because you gain so much time.
Oh yeah.
But when you don't get it, you lose so much time.
Oh yeah.
It's like at least 20 seconds you lose. At least.
David takes care of the propeller knight, but loses some time against MooMoo. Let's see if MooMoo will be able to get the propeller knight fight.
Don't forget the 2 frames delay.
Right.
It's actually super important for he's not killing. Well, I mean, he's probably guessing it's not important to heal now because if he doesn't get the quick kill anyway, it doesn't change anything.
Well, even if he dies here, he can still...
He gets it, nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. So, gains a lot of time on David.
Yeah, it's the fact that he didn't heal pays off big time. Oh, yeah! Well, that's a thing I never saw.
I'm switching back and forth with these players.
yeah, I hear that. Yeah, in Dream 3, there's actually a skip, but it's way tighter to do than the one in Dream 2. So most people don't go for it. I think Patois goes for it. I think Applesauce goes for it. I think like top 3 runners, so Patois, Applesauce, Promix in the tournament, I mean, goes for it. I'm not sure if Moonshot goes for it. It's
a little RNG dependent too, isn't it?
I'm not sure because I didn't practice it, so I can't tell you. But I can tell you that it's super tight. So. Oh well, MooMoo, you took a damage from the wrong enemy there. They did lose a bit of time.
And here we are now on the
Tower
one of the final parts of the run, Tower 1.
Yeah.
So we got Propeller Rat RNG to deal with here.
Oh yeah, actually getting good RNG for David, so that's pretty cool. Really good RNG actually.
Yes. Able to kind of skip that ladder there with the Propeller Knight location.
So you will see different strats for MooMoo and David when it comes to the book room at the end of the long room there, in the second room. Because we realized it's actually as fast to just jump on the books than doing the pogo trick on the fish. So yeah, there you see MooMoo just jumping on them, and you saw David actually pogoing both fish. Which is technically a bit riskier to do. And not especially faster, so yeah. Yeah, and we were speaking about bad RNG for rats, and there you go, we're getting not great RNG. Not that bad. He didn't have to reset the room, but yeah.
So David navigating the Crusher cycle with the optimal cycle.
Yeah. Yeah, David is really doing, besides the death he got earlier, he's doing a really great job to just moving fast and playing fairly well, actually.
David going on the bottom pattern in that room.
It's supposed to be easier, but he went for a strat that I feel like is a bit harder than just destroying the 2 blocks at the top. But yeah, before we used the top route, but the top route is super hard to do because the drum is pixel perfect, and we know it is pixel perfect. For that matter, that one we are sure it is. So yeah, it's not something that was super consistent before and never was, because I mean pixel perfect strats, right? kind of hard to be consistent at them. But yeah, Azulak figured out a way easier way to do that room by going with the bottom route.
Also
so davidtki doesn't want to deal with RNG. Yeah, he doesn't want to deal with the RNG of that Jawa. I understand. I understand. I lost a match because of him. So yeah, I understand.
And David is now on the Black Knight 2 fight.
Black Knight 3 fight. Thank you. But wait, where's Black Knight 2 then? But anyway, yeah, it's really hard compared to the first Black Knight fight. Because you have like, well, we don't know for sure, but you have like a 3-frame window every hit. But you have to do that 20 times. So it's kind of a rhythm to run, but it's very doable. But yeah, we like to joke about the fact that it's Black Knight 3, because we never see Black Knight 2 actually, because we are supposed to fight Black Knight before, but we don't see him spawn because we go too fast. Literally, we go too fast. And even in low person, when he was on the map, we didn't have that 1 hour rule in the game. You had to not fight Black Knight. So if he was in the way, you had to dodge him somehow, or reset the map RNG and just quit the game and re-enter the game. It was just a nightmare, let's call it. And wow, Moo having to actually do some pogo things.
Not a bad fight by Moo though.
Yeah. Real low on health again. I feel like it's a theme for Moo to be low on health in every stage. Yeah, David is having a great run so far, beside the first death, obviously. But yeah, the rest has been pretty smooth. Well, as soon as I say that room with all the slimes and the block is not going that great in the end. The Mayo Maker room, I think we call it.
Yep, that's what we call it. I believe Eric DLC was the first person that called it that, so shout out to Eric DLC.
Yeah, seems legit to me. You thought we were done with Jawas? Well, you were wrong. They are back, stronger than ever.
David's got quite the interesting setup for that room. I like his setup for that room.
Ooh, that Jawa nearly went above the statue. That would have been a really bad thing. It's like the worst thing that can happen in that room is the Jawa not getting killed by the statue, which can be a thing. Anyway, we have Tolu trying some of his own knowledge in there. We're not sure. We need to verify. We need to verify because it's Tolu information. So we need to verify that. But anyway, yeah, we don't have to talk much about anything because, well, boss rush is coming in. Oh, well, we were getting bad. Well, it did really nice management of that Jawa, actually. Really nice reaction. Yeah, that's what we were talking about before. That Jawa not getting killed by the statue being a real problem. And davidtki showing off that you can actually jump above the blocks before they spawn. Because they are not actually physically there if they are not in screen, but when we say in screen, it's right behind the black bar for the UI actually. So yeah, you want to jump above them a bit before that. And it works. Because now, oh, he went through blocks. Wow. How did he do that? Yeah, boss rush was big. What of
boss
it?
Rush.
Boss rush.
Boss rush. Boss rush.
Food and bombs and stuff.
These we basically fight the 8 knights at random. Polar Knight is in the first 3.
Yeah.
And
I think it's pretty nice actually.
Yep, got full health. I don't know. To me, boss rush is easier than any percent because you have more health.
You have way more health, double the health actually, technically. So yeah, pretty much double the health. It's not exactly that, but it's pretty much that. Oh, well, David did a small jump and didn't get into Tiger Knight head, but it's fine, he still managed to get the hits. But yeah, you kind of don't want to start with Plague. The rest is fine, technically.
I prefer having Propeller as one of the first knights, because for me, he's one of the trickier bosses if you miss an input.
Yeah, and also the fact that you don't have to break the plate while fighting him, which is gonna happen to David right there. Well, it means if you can do the fight properly, it's a free heal. But if you have full health, you don't want to do that at the beginning of the fight.
Good fight by David, though. I believe
he did lose a lot of
Polar
health.
Knight is next. Yep.
You might want to heal before fighting Polar. He's gonna do it there. Okay, that's fine.
So Moo getting Treasure Knight first.
Yeah, which is not bad actually. Not the best, but it's not bad.
So then Spectre Knight second.
Which is fine. I feel like for some reason, I don't know why, but I like to have Spectre last.
Both players getting the bounce hits too.
Yeah. They are slightly easier to do in boss rush, I feel like, because you have to jump less higher than in the actual room. But it's super important to get it in the boss rush because you deal so much more damage than you will do by just, you know, doing the damage boost strat. Oh, yeah, well, Plague, there you go. Spectre after Plague is not ideal, but it's fine. Because there's a fair chance that you're gonna get hit by Spectre. So, yeah. I think the worst combo you can get is Mole Knight and then King. Because you're not close enough to King to deal enough damage to him. To get the fastest kill. Yeah, so it's kind of a... We might see that for David, actually, now I think about it, because the two last bosses are Mole and King. So he wants to see King before Mole.
That's a given.
Yeah, that was really nice. And he's gonna get Mole before King. Okay, there you go. So we might be able to, or he's gonna do jumps to lose a bit of time to get closer to King. We'll see how he's gonna deal with that. In the meantime, we're having to fight Plague Knight. I think not great RNG, but well, Plague Knight, what do you expect? You see, he's way too far from King. He's not gonna be able to do enough damage to him to get the fastest fight. You lose 3 to 4 hits, which is a big deal, to be honest.
Oh yeah, especially for boss rush.
Yeah. Because boss rush in Open is fairly inconsistent as it is, and you don't want to add King Knight to the pool of RNG bosses like Treasure Knight and Plague.
Yeah, Moo actually might get... Ooh, I don't... Moo's not...
He might get King... Oh my god! Please! He did jump a bit farther, so he's gonna be able to get more damage. Oh, there you go. Actually, he did manage really well, actually.
I think he was kind of trying to prepare for Propeller just in case, too.
Propeller is fine to an extent because he's always gonna go towards you. He's gonna spawn towards you anyway, so that's fine to an extent. But yeah. I think he's one of the few bosses with Plague Knight that doesn't have a fixed point to start the fight. Well, there is Treasure, but Treasure is dependent on if you are just under him when he's spawning. Obviously, he's not gonna spawn on you. Would make sense, but yeah. There you go. You guys going for the damage boost?
Yeah, David getting a little extra time save there.
Yeah, and Moo saving good old Polar Knight before leaving.
So it looks like this is going to be down to the Enchantress, the first Enchantress fight.
Yeah. Yeah, the second one is not that big of a deal technically, but yeah. We'll see, we'll see. I mean, I lost my match because I died to Enchantress, right? So,
so David moving on to the Enchantress room while... Or, yeah, David moving on to the Enchantress room and Moo just right behind him.
Yeah. He's still pretty far away, so I think David could die once and still be ahead, but
yes.
It would depend how far into the fight he will die. Or if he does die. 8 health, don't go under, please. No. No. No, don't. Thank you. 8 is not doable. Well, it is doable, but it's just insane. Even 7 is just dumb. 6 is kind of dumb too. 5 is fine.
Especially in a race setting.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's gonna go for 8 in a race. Nobody.
Nice and David gets a pretty decent kill.
Yeah. He's not gonna be far away from sub 50 actually. He's gonna be around a 50-15 or 50-10 maybe if he gets a really good fight.
So Moo, wow, he so far has
he went
wow.
for the 5 hits. There you go, nice. So yeah, 5 hits is pretty much guaranteed. If you do it properly, 5 hits is guaranteed.
So unless David messes up the last fight,
he can get trolled by Shield Knight.
He can get trolled.
Shield Knight is a big RNG of the fight. Well, he's getting right hand, right shield, so it's a bit easier to manage. But it's not ideal because Shield Knight is gonna move to the right side. There you go. That's the thing we didn't want to see, and he's gonna have an extra cycle, so that might cost him the match. Maybe we'll see. No, that should be fine actually. Yeah, he's doing extra damage. He might get a 2 cycle. Yeah, no. Ooh, that might be slow. Yeah, no. And Mumu is missing a hit. That's unfortunate. He's not gonna get a 2 cycle. But David managed with a 50-34. Very nice. Wait, why do we have a 50-35 in SRL actually? I saw 51-33. I was like, what? Yeah, very nice race by David. Unfortunately, Mumu will be just behind. Oh, he died.
Oh no!
Well, he's not gonna be just behind. Sorry, false hope. Yeah, as I feel like I just jinx runners when I'm commentating. It's pretty insane. As soon as I say that Shield Knight can screw over David, what does Shield Knight? Goes to the right side of the room instead of the left side, obviously. Shield Knight has a tendency to, for some reason, move to the right side. I don't know why, but it happens. And there you go. Memory is done with a 51-33 SRL time. He did late speed though, but that's fine. I guess he did type .done before actually speeding on live speed, which would make sense.
Hello, I am David.
And here we have
and you
David.
Won.
Congrats, David, on a pretty good race.
A super tight race.
Oh man, my nerves are still running. I was expecting him to .done at pretty much any time during Tower 3. And seeing on the restream, he was not far.
Yeah. So you were watching? You sneaky!
Oh, well, no, only after I finished.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was, the race went back and forth a lot until about the Propeller Knight stage.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that it was a weird big death for Moomoo, but yeah. What's funny is that in Iron Whale, you went back and forth, and you died pretty much at the same time. Because you died to Enko Skip, and he died to the last room before the checkpoint.
Oh boy.
So yeah, he was ahead, and then you were ahead because of that. You did that earlier than him for the same checkpoint.
I pretty much never miss Anchor 2. I guess nerves just got to me there.
Yeah, it was just... And then, at the end, Shield Knight didn't want to cooperate with you. It's my fault, to be honest. I did jinx you. Not on purpose, but I did. You didn't mark...
oops.
Oops.
Sorry, I'm bad at this game.
Yeah,
Restream is a fun game.
Yeah, what about the Shield Knight at the end, David?
I just kind of lost my nerves and fell.
Yeah.
Like, I was so nervous because, like, I mean, hi Moo.
Hey, Moo.
And here's MooMooAkai.
Maybe.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello, Moo. Yeah, not a bad race by both of you guys. It was, you guys were switching back and forth up until about the flying machine.
So frustrated. Oh my god.
Yeah.
GG, David. Like you played well. Like a lot of the mistakes that I made, like very, very tight things that I normally would not mess up. I told you before.
Mm.
So like,
yeah, the weirdest death was flying machine death.
Mm-hmm. So
right, that was. Okay, so literally, and this is what's killing me the most, if you look at every single death I had, they were all like, you missed this by a little bit, or you missed that by a little bit, tiny bit, you were a smidge off, and I'm just like...
Yeah.
Barely slipped off onto the spikes. Or in Iron Whale, right, I died because I got pushed off the missile. I swung just a little bit too early!
Yeah, you guys actually both died around the same time, so you went back to basically synced in when you guys went back to that checkpoint.
Yeah, I messed up Anchor 2.
I'm just really, like, I was watching the race, I'm just really not satisfied with the way I performed. Much better. I could have straight up 40 seconds knocked off from Iron Whale, half a minute in Flying Machine. I am completely surprised the Jawa did not kill me at the end of Tower 1. Just to keep the sunlock going is beyond me. Which was at least kind. And then right, of course, at the very end, I kept whiffing and I kept trying to get on top of her. Just a little bit off!
Yeah, that was unfortunate. At the end, you could still have won, maybe, because David got worst Shield Knight ever, RNG ever, on Enchantress. Because she went, he was on the right side, and then she went to the right side. She was moving to the right side.
It would have been really, really close.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, with David's win, that puts Moomoo out of the tournament, unfortunately. So David is going to move on to, I believe he's going to take on Munchakoopas.
That's right. I'm scared.
Have fun.
You had better do good, because I was looking forward to fighting him.
I will give him my best.
And that race will currently be scheduled in the next couple of days. I don't think we have any low percent matches on the schedule right now, too.
No, we don't.
So keep checking the speed gaming schedule, because I'm sure we will get one up pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm tired of waiting. Come on.
The boy about it. I know that him and Patois. Someone could bug Patois.
Well,
someone else got the other.
Well, you better psych up Speedfrog then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with Patois.
So we currently have Explode waiting. We have Tolu waiting. Applesauce and Primorix are currently waiting on their match to complete semifinals, basically. And so hopefully we get one of these matches scheduled soon and continue the rest of the tournament.
Yeah. But all the matches now are going to be super tight or super hard.
Oh, yeah.
On, who's playing who, but yeah, Applesauce Primary is going to be tight. What else? Well, David MooMoo was super tight, no kidding. And then the rest of the tournament is just going to be like that. Because, well, yeah, pretty much at the end, so... We have how many matches left? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Yeah, 8 matches left.
Alrighty, well, I think that will do it. Any final thoughts, David, MooMoo?
Wish you guys had scheduled your match, before I left, so I could have done it at my place.
Yeah, I apologize. I had very
getting sick. Excuse me? I'm sorry that you were sick.
Hey, in the end, we got a sick race, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Great.
That approves.
I hit Dad so hard he didn't even get it.
Yes, we all love each other.
That was
community.
too daddy for the daddy. That's for sure. Anyway, let's leave before I start learning too many English puns.
Yo, teach me the French puns. Alright, thank you for watching. Thanks for having us, Speed Gaming, etc.
Yep. Thank you very much. I'm Wes Beardtooth.
I'm loud.
I'm
David.
Have a wonderful day.